College sports provides 85% of our Olympians. Why does the NCAA fight against paying student athletes, which will just result in Olympic sports cuts? Why does the USOC fight against paying student athletes? Do you?
I'm not aware of a fight against paying student athletes, so that would be a new statement to me. I will tell you, I would come here and stand in front of this room and say thank you to everybody in this room, because as you just referenced, you all play an incredibly important part in the development of athletes in this country. That's not, that's not just for the USOC and the Olympic movement, but that's across the board. We feel it very profoundly in the Olympic movement, and it's incredibly important to us. And so the partnerships that we have in the collegiate space are some of the most important partnerships that we have. It is our opportunity and our obligation to work closely with the collegiate world to ensure that the experience for an athlete throughout their life cycle is a good one, is a fair one, is a consistent one, and there are a lot of things, there's a lot of work we need to do against that.
So what can you provide? If it's not funding, what could it be?
Well, there is some funding, as you know, for elite athletes. That's a huge part of what we do. But the challenge that we have in front of us is really, how do we work with the collegiate space to recognize the overlap that we have? If we take a step back and look at this from the perspective of athletes, many of them are interacting with us and with their college system either simultaneously or in sort of sequence. We have some young athletes that are competing before they go to college. We have athletes that are competing while they're in college, and we have a number of athletes who go from college into a continued elite program and end up in the Olympics or Paralympics. And so it really isn't a life cycle, it is a variety of different ways that we're interacting. A couple of years ago, the organization made a really conscious effort to say it's time for us to build stronger relationships in the college space. We hired a woman out of the college space to lead this program for us. We created last year the Collegiate Advisory Council, and we now have a group of athletic directors and conference commissioner who sit in a room with us and talk about how do we work together effectively